about. When it happened to me 10 years before, I put it down to the fact that maybe because I was around age 40 at that point, having a baby, maybe it was that. But come on, people who are of that age range have babies, no issue. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel, click like, share, hit the notification button and tell everybody about making healthy changes. It's so exciting to see the numbers growing, and yeah, share with everyone. Hello champion, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Making Healthy Changes with me, Shola Victor-Sajowa. If you're wondering where we are in the Oaxaca restaurant in the South Bank area. There's a lot of people there having fun, enjoying themselves. Behind me, there's something that says National Theatre. If you're from Nigeria, you remember National Theatre. That's what it reminds me of. We're in a different location now, in a lovely place, and you know, I'm having myself a hot cup of green tea, which is high in antioxidants. It's good for you. And I've got tortilla here and guacamole. Guacamole is made from avocado. Healthy stuff. When we had a discussion, I remember putting out feelers and asking for what you would like us to discuss. I did hint in the last episode as to, you know, we'll be discussing so many different things, including weight loss, family life, etc. And I put the feelers out and I wanted to know what you would like us to discuss. Now, a lot of you were talking about weight loss. A lot of you were talking about the secret to my weight loss and all that. So today, I'm going to be sharing some tips, you know, 1 or 2 tips about what I did. But really, where I started from, which is what I do tell people when they come to me, the why question. What is the reason why, you know, I felt like I needed to lose weight? If you check the previous, if you go on YouTube, you know, my channel, the first video I recorded, I went, you know, into details as to what was the reason behind the name Making Healthy Changes. And in that, I did explain some of the reasons why I took that step. Okay, so I don't want to repeat myself. It would be best for you to also have a cup of green tea, sit down, watch that episode, and I answered a lot of questions. But in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about, you know, what my why question was. Let me tell you a story. January 2018, you know, 2017, I became 50, yeah? So January 2018, I decided to have a big bash with my husband. My husband is about 8 months older than I am, okay? So we decided to have a joint party together. It was a big bash. Rewind a few minutes. What it was, I had my makeup done by a lady called True Glam Beauty. I'll put her details in the comment section. Many of you would know her. She had beaten my face, you know how they say face beats, yeah? She has given my face a good beating. You know, I was all ready to go. The lady who did my head tie, her name is called Dupe Gele. She specializes in tying beautiful head ties, and she's very fantastic. A lot of young girls, you know, patronize her. And True Glam, we've worked on a number of projects together. I did a theater, I took part in a theater performance. I'm also an actress, by the way. I took part in a theater performance where I acted as a lady called Mercy. My role was to sing to Mercy because she was in a very dark place. I had to sing in German. Can you imagine that? Me, a Yoruba girl, singing in German. But I will not sing in German today. Let's not break the screen, eh? But anyway, we had my makeup done, the head tie done. It was just for me to now go and get dressed. As I got into the room, I just began to bleed. My nose and my mouth, it was heavy. I was scared. I shouted for my husband, babes, I'm bleeding. He said, what? He came to the room and he saw me, you know, the mirror was all messed up. So quickly I said, you know what, get the ambulance. My daughter went out and she went to get, meanwhile the guests were already waiting. Of course we had a bit of African time, which God help people of my color. African time is not in the Bible. We need to change, making healthy changes. We have to change this African time thing. When you say the event starts at 4, please start at 4. Not the invitation time is 4. In actual fact, we are starting at 6 o'clock. Please let us stop. Anyway, our people were already. That's just free of charge for you event planners. Our people were already in the area waiting, and I was getting dressed. But of course, not everybody was in the hall, so we were stylishly waiting for people to come. And we were ready though, but stylishly, just to give, the MC suggested, let's just give them a bit of time, you know. And I was there getting ready, and when the bleeding started, I just said, you know, get the ambulance. My daughter went, and one of the guests happened to be a medical doctor, Dr. Toby. So she went, my daughter went to grab her and say, come and take care of my mom, you know. So she now came. I told her, you hold my nose, don't let go. That's what I told her. I said, don't let go of my nose at all. So she held my nose, you know. I was on the phone with the paramedics. They were giving me advice. The ambulance was on its way. My makeup artist was like wondering what on earth was going on. The hair tie lady too. Everyone, but I just was like not knowing what on earth this was about. When it happened to me 10 years before, I put it down to the fact that maybe because I was around age 40 at that point, having a baby, maybe it was that. But come on, people who are of that age range have babies, no issues, okay? So, but this one, I wasn't having any baby or anything, just getting ready to enjoy my party. They called the paramedics came. I was being told, given advice on the phone, just start sipping water, just sip water. They told me, sip water, put your head a certain way, don't do this, don't do that. So I was following instructions, and I was looking at the Lord Jesus. Jesus, I only said I wanted to have a party. Have I committed an offense? What is, you know, all that was going on. The family, my family was there and everyone. But the answering the why question, let you know. So while the paramedics were taking care of me, the bleeding stopped. It was heavy, but it stopped. They checked everything. They said, you don't have this, you don't have that, you know. They said, all right. Meanwhile, we didn't want the guests to know what was happening. We didn't want to panic them. So the ambulance men were told to come through the back, okay? But they were having none of it. When it was time, they said, you know what? We are going to take you into the ambulance to check you properly, to make sure you are fit to carry on with your party. Guess what they did? They took me through the crowd. So I just beckoned to some of my friends. My friends were there. I said, pray for me, you know. And they got the message. A few of them went together and they were praying. In that room, there were 4 pastors who were praying for me right there. One of them was calling my name and praying and everything. We went into the ambulance. They did check my vitals and everything. You don't have this, you don't have that. You know what? Go and enjoy your party. Just make sure you don't blow your nose. I said, blow my nose, Kate. I'm not blowing nose. Nose can stay there. And we went back. I dressed up. If I did not tell anyone, I mean the guests, they wouldn't have known. The why question though was the faces of my family. The look on my husband's face. He was the calmest of all of us. He's always calm. He's a gentleman. My children, I can still see the face of my son, my middle son. I can still see his face. My daughter, I was told she walked, just take care of my mom, and she walked out. They had to go and get her. My middle son, the faces, the look on their faces, I can never forget it. And I don't want to ever see their faces like that. So the reason why I decided to make changes, I just thought I didn't want that embarrassing situation to ever happen again. What do I need to do to prevent it happening again? That was the answer to my why question. And I want to pose that same question to you. What do you need to happen to you before you can decide, okay, enough now. I call time on myself. I need to make healthy changes. I'm putting on weight, or this health issue is recurring and I'm having to rely on medication. What is your why? Do you want to live long? Do you want to live well? Do you want to enjoy your family? Do you want your family to enjoy you? You and I have an assignment right here on planet Earth. We have an assignment to fulfill. Ill health has a way of slowing people down. I tell my clients, I say, please, though you don't have to wait for something to go wrong before you call time on yourself. Now is the time for you to start making healthy changes. Do you know what I'm saying? There are a lot of habits that we have, a lot of things that we are doing that has a knock-on effect on the people around us. My people will say, "Ediye ba lokun, ara orokun, ara orodiye." Simply means the chicken landed on the rope. The rope is ill at ease, and so is the chicken. Every action has a reaction. If you decide that all you are going to do is to walk and not rest, one day when the body decides to call time on you, how do you think your family will feel? Making healthy changes is not just about our health, it's also about the choices we make. Choices we make in relationship, in the kind of people we work with, in the kind of choices we make. Making healthy changes in the way you take care of yourself, in your walk with God. Making healthy changes in your business, in your ministry. Making healthy changes in raising our children. What is your why? Why do you want to make healthy changes? I think it's time for you to, and we all need to do it regularly, take a stock. Review ourselves, health-wise, financial health, whatever health. Making healthy changes is necessary. You don't have to carry that ill health label on you. There's something you can do about it. And I was told there are some medical conditions that can actually be reversed by making healthy changes. So what are you ready to do? What is your why question? Okay, and another thing that I now had to take care of was not allowing for excuses. Now you see, when somebody is telling you about you have to make a change in this area and you come up with excuses, you are saying, I am not willing to change because of this. You are also saying that reason is too big for me, I can't handle it. Making healthy changes will prolong your life and make you live better. Now, if you are now saying, because when I come across people, I say to them, you know what, you need to make healthy changes, or this, you need to cut out this. Cut out what? No, Shola, don't even go there. And they give you excuses like, oh, in my family we are all big. In fact, I was born big. In fact, when I was big, I was 12 pounds. I was this. So I am big. Or they will come up with, oh, I have tried all diets known to man. Shola, that means there's no discussion, right? Or they will come up with all sorts of excuses. When you start making excuses for things you are supposed to change, you are not ready to change. But those things, you don't want those things to now force you to make changes. Okay? So please, it's time. After watching this episode, go take a pen, really, and do a review of yourself. Do a proper review and do in the comment section. You see, I do help people one-on-one. I do group bookings as well, whereby we review where you are, and we're able to point you the things you need to make changes about. Yes. So one thing you must also know: number one, answer the why question. Why do you want to make healthy changes? Why do you want to lose weight? Has a doctor, I've met a number of people who said the doctors told them that they had to lose weight, So answer the why question and cut out excuses. Replace it with, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Making healthy changes is possible. Take charge. Thank you.